Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. Today's video, as you can probably tell from the title and from the thumbnail, is going to be a summer beauty favourite. I'm going to be showing you the products that I love using in the summer months. I've got a few different categories. I've got some body care, I've got some tan, and then I've also got some makeup favourites as well. And I've got a few different things to show you in each category as well, just to give you some like options in case one thing doesn't work for you, and also for like a few different price points depending on your budget. If you do enjoy this video, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what is your summer beauty must-have, any recommendations that you have for me based on these products. And if you are new to my channel, I'd love it if you could subscribe. But without further ado, let's just get on into the video. Okay, so starting off with body care, I'm going to mention my favourite moisturisers for the summer months. I like to moisturise my body all year round. However, I feel like in the summer I like to switch it out a little bit, make like more summery scents, ones that are a bit more appropriate for summer. The first one is actually new to me, and this is the Garnier Body Superfood, and this is the aloe vera one. I really like this. I used this for the first time the other day and I really liked it. I really like an aloe vera based body moisturiser in the summer months. Obviously aloe vera is really good, especially if you've been on holiday, maybe caught a little bit too much sun, a little bit of burn. That aloe vera is just really nice and cooling on the skin. It's like just a nice light scent, and yeah, I really like it. I really like the texture of this as well. It just looks like that. And yeah, also this is a really nice big tub. You get a lot of moisturizer in here, which is really nice and really good. And yeah, I find it really hydrating and just really good for the price point. And then the other body moisturizer that I really love, and I feel like is a staple and a lot of people love this, is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I've just got a little miniature here to show you. This is really nice. I love the scent. I feel like it's such a famous scent, and it is a really nice body moisturizer. It's a bit more of a higher price point than the Garnier one, but it is really nice moisturizer if you want to spend the money on it, and it's just a really nice smell. I feel like this would be really nice on holiday, like if you've been out during the day and you want like a nice scent, because it does give your skin like a really nice scent. You don't necessarily even need a perfume on if you've got this on, because it's a strong enough scent to carry. And yeah, it's just a really nice summer scent, and I feel like this is like a cult product. So yeah, I do really like it, but I feel like you can definitely get a body moisturizer like in Boots or Superdrug for a much more affordable price point depending on what you want. So yeah, and then another body moisturizer that I really love, and this is kind of the one that I gravitate most towards in the summer, is another Garnier product, and it's the Garnier Summer Body Moisturizing Lotion with Sun-Kissed Look. It's just look like this. This is more of like a tanning moisturizer, so this gives your skin a little bit of hint of tan. It's just a really good product. It just makes like if you want to have a little bit more of a tan in summer really easy, because it is just a moisturizer. It's really easy to apply. It's not as faffy as applying like a fake tan, and I really like this because obviously it does keep your body really nicely hydrated, because it is a really nice moisturizing product, but also adds that little bit of tanned hint to the skin. And yeah, this is something that I gravitate towards a lot in the summer months. I also love the smell of this. It smells like quite apricot-y, which I really like. It's quite a nostalgic scent for me because my mum also uses this product, and yeah, I just really love it. They do like a light one and a deep one as well. I will say, like, if you're more of darker skin, this might not really show up on you, but it is a really nice tanning moisturizer, and one that I do really like to use in the summer months, just to combine like the tanning and the moisturizing element in one. And it's just really nice. It's also really nice to use like to keep a tan topped up. And yeah, I feel like this is a really nice product and kind of my go-to, because yeah, it's just a nice moisturizer with a hint of tan in there. And this is also really affordable because it is Garnier yet again. And yeah, I'd really recommend if you want like quite an easy tanning moisturizer that's really affordable, because this one is really nice. And then if I want an actual tan, my favourite is the Bondi Sands Self Tanning Foam in Dark. Like I say, I don't tan all that often, but when I do, I always use this, and I feel like it's just a fail safe. It never goes streaky. It works really easily. Like I say, because I'm not like a pro tanner, I find this just really easy to use. I never really have problems with it. Yeah, I really love this tan. Again, it's pretty affordable for a tan. It's more on the affordable side compared to some other brands, and I just feel like it's really good. I've been using this for years. It's kind of just my go-to tan, and I will probably never try another tan because I just love this so much, and I just find it really easy. It is the foam formula which I prefer. I just find it easier to rub into my body. Obviously it also has the guide colour in there, and this, I use the shade Dark, which I think is a really nice colour for me. It is quite tan, but it's a nice olivey tan, which I really like. I really love the tone of the tan that it gives. They do also do a extra dark one if you want more of a deeper tan, but I feel like this dark one works really nicely for me. It's nothing too extreme. I feel like it still looks like quite a natural tan, not that I naturally tan anyway, like I just go pink or red. But yeah, I really love this tan, so I definitely recommend Bondi Sands for tanning products. Yes, they are my go-to body moisturizers slash fake tans. And then the last body related beauty product that I want to mention in this video is a SPF. Obviously it's very important to keep your skin protected from the sun, and especially on holiday. Even in the UK, like, we've been having some really warm days recently. It's been getting up to 30 degrees and you definitely need some SPF. And my favourite is the Hawaiian Tropic Silk Hydration SPF 30, this one. I really love this. I find that I'd never burn with this. It's really nice and hydrating on the skin, and it's a really nice SPF that sinks in really nicely. It absorbs quite quickly into the skin, and yeah, I just find it works really nicely. It also kind of almost gives like a sheen to the skin as well, which I think always looks really nice, especially on holiday. I really love this. It's also pretty affordable for an SPF, because some SPFs can be quite expensive. And yeah, I just really love this one. I find it works really nicely. As someone who burns pretty easily, I find this is really good when I do use it. It is always my go-to for holidays, and yeah, I just really like this formula specifically because it is so hydrating on the skin. I feel like some like body SPFs can be really like sticky and gross, but this is just really nice and hydrating, and I really love this one. So did just want to give a nod to my favourite body SPF in this video. Okay, and then moving on to facial SPFs. I personally wear SPF on my face every single day, even in winter. I personally always go for an SPF 50 on my face. I feel like I don't want to go any lower. Yeah, my face never really has any colour because I just constantly wear SPF. So I've got a couple that I really like that I wanted to mention in this video. Yes, the first facial SPF that I really like is the Thank You Pharma Sun Project Water Sun Cream SPF 50+. This I really like. It's just a really nice light SPF on your face. It's not like sticky or anything. It absorbs really nicely into the skin. It's also nice and hydrating because it is that more water based, and yeah, it's just a really nice SPF. It sits really nicely under makeup, and yeah, it just works really nicely. And I feel like this is more like of a mid-range priced SPF. It's like not as expensive as some other SPFs I've seen, but it's just really good. So I do really like this one. And then again, another Bondi Sands product. I really like their SPF for the face. This is the Bondi Sands Daily Moisturising SPF Face 50+. This I just really like. Again, it's a really nice SPF. I do tend to use this maybe if I'm not going to be putting makeup on. I mean, it does work fine under makeup. I feel like I have no problems. It is, again, really nice quick absorption, and yeah, it just feels really nice on the skin. It's also really pretty affordable. I think this is about £10 in Boots, which I think is really good, especially if you're going to be using an SPF on your face every single day. It's just really good to have a nice affordable one. Obviously there are loads out there. I know like La Roche-Posay does some really nice SPFs. I really like their SPFs. And then there's also the Supergoop SPF, which is really popular. I've not tried the Supergoop one, so I can't comment on that, but yeah, I feel like this is just a really good SPF, and it is, like I say, really affordable, and you get like 75ml in there, so I feel like it lasts me a good amount of time. And yeah, it's just a really good facial SPF that I really like. And then another one I really like is the Garnier Ombre Solaire Over Makeup Super UV SPF 50. This is like a mist, and you can actually use this over your makeup, which I find really good. This is really good for like topping up throughout the day. It also comes in this like nice easy can that's really nice and like slim to like carry around in your bag with you, and it's just really good for topping up your SPF. So if you're out all day and need to top up, like if you've put SPF on in the morning and it's been a few hours and you want to just top up, this goes really nicely over makeup. It doesn't leave like any little white spots or anything. I tend to only use this over makeup. I don't necessarily ever use this as my like initial in the morning SPF, but it is a really nice option for spraying over your face. I feel like this could be really nice on holiday if you want to take it like around the pool or on a beach day or something. And yeah, I feel like it's just a really good idea for an SPF to be able to go over your makeup, and it never like disrupts my makeup at all. So yeah, I did want to mention this, and again, because it is Garnier, it is pretty affordable. I do really like this, and I would recommend if you need like something to top up your SPF throughout the day. Okay, and then moving on to my favourite makeup products for the summer months. Starting off with base, I don't really wear foundation in the summer months. I do like if I've got a special occasion, especially more in the evening, I will wear a foundation maybe. But for the most part, I tend to gravitate more towards tinted moisturiser, very light base, kind of like a CC cream sometimes. I just find it a lot nicer on the skin. I don't want anything too heavy. I also feel like I like letting a bit more of my natural skin show in the summer months as well, so I just prefer a much more of a lighter base, and I just find it really nice. It just feels nicer on my skin throughout the day, especially if it's really hot and I'm sweating and I'm out and about all day. I just find a tinted moisturiser is a lot nicer on the face. So the first one kind of ties in with the SPF because this is a tinted SPF, and this is the Bondi Sands Daily Moisturising Face SPF 50 fragrance-free tinted sunscreen fluid. I believe I have mentioned this in a favourites video previously because I've been using this non-stop nearly every single day for the past 2 months. I absolutely love it. I find a tinted SPF is just really good. Obviously combining that sort of SPF and makeup step in one, I feel like it just makes my routine nice and easy and quick to do, rather than having to go in with an SPF and then go in with a base product over the top. Just being able to do it in one step I find really good. It means I apply my SPF every day. Like, I've been really good with wearing SPF every day because I have just been using this. Sometimes I do mix it in with another product that I'll show you in a minute, but for the most part I just use it on its own. It's a very sheer coverage, but I feel like it just helps even out my skin tone, gives me enough like coverage in the face, and then I just go in with concealer in the areas where I want a little bit more coverage. It's just really nice and light on the skin. It absorbs into the skin really nicely, and yeah, obviously it's protecting my skin and adding that little tint at the same time. And yeah, I just really love this, and again, because it's Bondi Sands, it's really affordable. And yeah, I just found it a really nice product, and I've been using this a lot. This is already my second bottle and I'm almost near the end of this as well. And yeah, it's just really easy to use. With all these products that I'm going to mention, I've been applying them with my fingers, so it's just really easy. And yeah, it just gives a nice sheer tint to my skin, gives me a little bit of colour while protecting my face. And yeah, I really love this, so I definitely recommend this. It is only one shade, I will say, so I don't think it's going to work for everybody, but it works really nicely for me, and I do really like it. So did want to mention that. And then more like base products that aren't SPF that I've been gravitating towards. First up is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturiser. I really like this. It's just a really nice product. If I want a little bit more coverage, I will just mix this in with the Bondi Sands, or sometimes just go in with this on its own if I maybe want a little bit more coverage or something. But it's just a really nice product. It blends really nicely into the skin. I have the shade 12C, I think. And yeah, it's just a really nice tinted moisturiser, really nice and light on the skin. Really good shade match for me, and just wears really nicely throughout the day. It doesn't feel too heavy on the skin at all. And yeah, really love this. And then a more like drugstore version that I really like is the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint. It just looks like this. It's very similar packaging to the Rare Beauty one. This one I will say is a little bit more of a thicker coverage, I think, than the Rare Beauty one. This is more of a light to medium coverage, where I would say the Rare Beauty one is more of a light coverage, but I still really like this. This one is really affordable, and it's really nice. Again, I've mixed this in with the Bondi Sands SPF, and yeah, it's just a really nice skin tint, but when I want a little bit more coverage in the daytime in the summer months. And again, it's just really nice and light on the skin. It wears really nicely, and yes, I really like it. I do also really like the It Cosmetics CC cream. Maybe if you want a little bit more coverage, that one is really nice option. I don't have one at the moment, but I do really like the It Cosmetics CC cream as well. I do also want to try the NARS tinted moisturiser because I love the NARS foundations. I love Sheer Glow especially. And I've never tried the tinted moisturiser, so I would like to give that a go. So if you have tried it and you would recommend it, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, because I would really like to try the NARS version. But yeah, they're just a couple of my favourites and what I've been gravitating towards putting on my skin at the moment. Okay, and then for bronzers and blushes, I tend to gravitate towards cream bronzers and blushes in the summer months. I just prefer that more dewy, lighter skin in the summer months. I just like something that looks a little bit more fresh, a little bit more blended, nothing too harsh, and I feel like creams just work really nicely in the summer months. I do have to like go in with a powder sometimes, just because I do have more of an oily skin, but yeah, I feel like creams are just really easy in the summer months, and I just really like them. I like the way they look on the skin, and yeah, I just prefer that more effortless, sheerer, makeup in the summer months, and I feel like creams just work really nicely for that. I have got 3 bronzers here, cream bronzers here, that I'm going to mention. I really love all 3 of these. They all work really nicely. It just depends on my mood which one I go for. So the first one I wanted to show you is the Refi cream bronzer. This is in the shade Sand. You can tell by the packaging how much I use this. I really like this one. This one is definitely more of a warm tone compared to the other 2, but I really like it. It just blends really easily into my skin, and yeah, I really like it. I use the Refi cream bronzer brush for all of these. So, and then the other one that I really like, this is definitely more on the more high-end price, is the Chanel Bronze Universal, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure, it's got a really long name, and I think they changed the name of it recently. But yeah, this is just mine. I really love this. This, again, similarly to the Refi, just blends really nicely into the skin. I do find this one is a little bit more subtle than the Refi. This one is definitely a bit more buildable, but I love both of them. So you probably don't need both, but I'm just going to show you both in this video. The Refi one is a lot more affordable than the Chanel, but I do love both of them. And then the other cream bronzer that I've been loving at the moment, and I actually have been using this over the other 2 at the moment, just preference, is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. Just looks like this. I feel like this went viral on social media and I never tried it, and then I've recently been trying it and I absolutely love it. This one I will say is more of a like slightly more contour shade than a bronzy shade, but I really love this. I've got the shade Fair Medium, and this one is just like the dotty applicator. I really like it. Again, like I say, I like all 3. I think they all give a really beautiful finish to the skin. But yeah, I really love a cream bronzer in the summer months. And then for cream blushes, again, I've got a few to show you because I love all of these ones. It just depends on my mood because these are like obviously a bit more of a shade difference. The first one is another Refi product, and this is the Refi cream blush in the colour Rose. Just looks like that. Again, you can see how much I use this one. This one is probably the lightest of the colours of these blushes that I'm going to show you, but I really like it. It's just a really nice pinky tone, and yeah, and I use the same stippling brush for all of these, so it just depends on what shade I'm in the mood for. So yeah, I really love this. I really do want to try some of the other cream blush shades because I've not tried the other ones, but I really love this rose shade. I think it's just a really nice like pinky rose shade like the name suggests. And then another one that I really love is the Rare Beauty, I'm not sure the full name of it, but it's the Rare Beauty cream blushes. This is the one in the shade Joy. Really love this one. This is a lot more brighter, so if I want more of a blushy look, I tend to go for this. This I feel like is going to last me forever, and this one I will say is very pigmented. You don't need to apply a lot of this to get a good colour payoff, but I really love this one as well. Again, it just depends on my mood, on what sort of shade I want to go for, because this one is a lot more brighter than that pinky one. This is more of a very bright, you can see there, colour. I think it's a beautiful shade for the summer, I will say. So yeah, I really like this. I do want to try more of the Rare Beauty blushes, but I do feel like you just get so much product in there and just don't know if I'm ever going to finish this because you need such a tiny amount, but I do really love this. I will say I feel like this one, because it is so pigmented, can be a little bit more difficult to blend out than the Rose, because you can go a little bit overboard with this, and then I do sometimes need to tone it down, but still a really beautiful formula, and I do really love this one. And then the last one that I wanted to show you is the Merit Beauty Flush Balm, and this one is particularly in the shade Fox. This is the most recent addition out of the 3, and I really love this. I'm gravitating towards this quite a lot recently. It's just really easy to apply. You can just like swipe it on. This is a really nice, almost like terracotta shade. I think this would be beautiful on holiday with a tan. I really love this shade. And again, it's a really nice product, really easily blendable. This one, like the Refi one, is a little bit more buildable than the Rare Beauty one, but obviously they're a bit more like less of a bright shade than the Rare Beauty one as well. But yeah, I love all 3. Just really honestly, like I say, depends on my mood. The Merit one, I will say, I do also really like with maybe like if you've got like no makeup. It just looks really nice, and it blends really nicely into bronzer. So if I want to use blush but still want more of a bronzy look, I will gravitate more towards this one. But all 3 are really beautiful. So yeah, just depends on your price point. This one is quite expensive, but I really love it. I really want to try more Merit Beauty products because I just love this blush so much. Okay, and then moving on to lip products. I've kind of got a few that I'm going to show you. So in the summer months, I really gravitate towards just wearing a lip liner, depending on what shade I want really, and then going in with either just like a lip oil, a lip balm, or like a tinted lip balm. So I have 4 that I'm going to show you because I love all 4 of these. They're all quite different because some of them are more like of just a sheer lip balm and some of them do have a bit more colour to them. So if I just want like a classic lip balm, I really like this. This is the Dr. Paw multi-purpose soothing balm. It looks really nice on the lips, gives a nice glossy look. All of 3 of these give a really nice glossy look to the lips, and that's just kind of what I'm gravitating towards, keeping my lips really nice and hydrated and looking nice and juicy for the summer months. So yeah, I really love this if I just want more of a lip balm sort of product. This is just really nice. It's really hydrating. Yeah, it gives that nice glossy look over the lip, which I really love. And then I really love a lip oil. The one that I've been using is the Dior Lip Glow Oil. This is in the shade Cherry. I love this. This is expensive for a lip oil for what it is. Do I think you need to spend that much money on a lip oil? No. If you want to buy this, I would highly recommend because I absolutely love it. It's just really nice. It gives a really nice look to the lips. I love the doe foot applicator of this, and yeah, it's just really nice and glossy, and like I apply that and the lip balm over like any sort of lip liner, and I think they look really nice. So yeah, just depends on my mood. If my lips feel a little more chapped, I'll use a lip balm. If I just want something a bit more juicy, I will go in with this because I absolutely love it. And then also I do really love a tinted lip balm. Again, this is a Dr. Paw product. This is the one in Rich Mocha. This is just really nice. It's a nice hydrating product on the lips, and it does add that tint. This is a bit more of a deeper tone. There's kind of a more of like a browny nude colour, but this is quite sheer. You can like definitely sheer it out, but it's just a really nice product. If I want a bit more of a tint to my lips. Sometimes I just go in with this on its own because it just does give a nice tint and a nice bit of colour to the lips. And then the last one that I absolutely love, and I love these. I've never heard people really talk about these online, but this is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. This is the one in the shade 06, which is my favourite, and this again is just a nice tinted, that one, nice tinted lip balmy product, but it's just got that nice tint on there. So yeah, I really love all 4 of those. It just obviously depends on my mood, if I want something just quite clear or if I want to add a little bit more of a tint to my lips. But yeah, for the summer months I've just been gravitating towards just a lip liner and then some sort of balm over the top. I feel like it just looks really fresh. I just look hydrated, which is kind of what I want to go for in the summer months, hence why I tend to go for like the more creamy products. And then the last thing that I am going to mention, which I think is a summer beauty must have, is a setting spray. This particular one is the Maybelline Lasting Fix makeup setting spray, which I really love. I feel like this works really nicely. I do also really like the MAC Fix Plus or the classic Urban Decay All Nighter, but obviously this one is a lot more affordable compared to those two, and I feel like works just as well as the Urban Decay All Nighter. But yeah, I feel like a setting spray is an essential for me all year round, but especially in the summer months. Like I say, I do have oily skin. Using all those creams on my face, I feel like I just need a good setting spray to make sure nothing's going to budge. I do still use like face powder in the summer, but I don't like to use as much, so I feel like I definitely rely more on setting spray in the summer months just to make sure my makeup's not going to melt off during the day. I really recommend this Maybelline one because it is so good, and I think this is around £10, which is really good, and it lasts ages. Yeah, I feel like setting spray is definitely an essential for my summer makeup routine, just to help keep all my makeup in place. Okay, so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will try and leave linked all the products that I've mentioned in this video down below if you want to check any of them out. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below what's your summer must-have beauty favourite, or any recommendations that you have for me based on the things I've mentioned. If you are new to my channel, I'd love it if you could subscribe, and yeah, I will see you all next week in a brand new video. Goodbye.